So, can you? No, that's better. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, I'll tell you so, man. I fucking hate today. I'm struggling. Oh, knocked up. Um, the one day I didn't get back home about 3 o'clock, and then I couldn't find where's the plug? Where's the plug for the phone? I went Tesco's. They had no bread. Well, none of them level blue loaves of bread. Got a litre of white and decay whiskey for 16 quid. I'm not getting a bourbon because it's on special offer. Um, but yeah, did all that, got back, and then oh, went to the lottery, and then I'm doing a tea. Oh, I love the curry, man. Spicy. I'd say so. You're in for a treat. Um, well, the thing is, with an earlier dinner time, it'll make me more hungry from the curry. I, for me, the curry is the icing on the Saturday night cake. I've got some garlic ciabatta bread from Sainsbury's. Move on to some Langley Farm yogurts, and they only sell them at Sainsbury's. Um, and it was lovely. It was different. Uh, we've got mango chutney. Two jars of mango chutney. Um, oh, blow fucking fish. You're like a gimp. I call that. Someone's gone queer there. Oh, that'll do. Yes, so I'm gonna curate um, the films Friday. I'm gonna have them all lined up, ready to speed up the process. multitask used in both the
Oh,
yes
I
multitask.
always been like my original.
Oh mate.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? What is it?
Mm. So we built your neck at woods. More or
Was it
less.
all that far up? Jesus, how big are you?
Oh, we'll be right at your end.
I beg your pardon, love.
We'll be right up your right up your alley.
Keep talking like that for your time, we do somewhere.
Around about the same time as the original June the 19th session, with the added advantage that
No supermarket, no fucking about with.
exactly because I want to reboot how it should have been. We have now has the fuck ups and so
Spend
boom.
about 3 quarters an hour for whiskey and chatting.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, you had that little job to do with TV, and then I should have gone with my original plan to have gone to Tesco's, which their 10 pack of Henry is now still 75p cheaper than it is at Asda. Then it was £10.50 at Asda, um, so it was like £1.25 dearer at Asda at that point. But the bigger tin. Anyway, you know the crack. Going out of my way to Asda with a ball ache, coming back with a ball ache, fucking traffic. Well, at least this time, to time it right, splash and dash at the butchers, a reduced order this time, don't forget. 5 burgers instead of 6, 2 sausages instead of 4. And obviously, it roughly work out 4.50 each, well, 4.50 for the fish pack is near enough, damn it. In, boom, pre-oven, whack, burgers, sausages in, 25, 22, 25 minutes. Put the tampon on because sometimes you can't hear that beeping go off on that oven. So we should be tucking into, well, you'll be tucking into your double burger and your single burger. Me, I'm just on a double burger with cheese. About, I'd say no later than 12:30. Wallop, down neck, settling one's tummy, yum yum yum. But whilst it's doing its magic in the oven, straight on to what's hang on, I'll give you a clue. Voodoo. Show me the true lion. Give me love. Do a moment or two. Yeah, Biff Bailey. Oh man, you do not dare disgrace the great god Dumbala. Come on, you know what film it is.
Yes, I know.
Great god Dumbala. Well, most of that's all do, man. Stanley. Actually, if you think about it, Fluff, Fluff Freeman in that bungalow, you know damn well in the end he's going to escape that bungalow because that scientist would have got help. You know as well, Roy Castle's character, he just faints. He's not killed. He just faints. Chris Police character is just blinded. The only one that we know gets killed is Stanley Baxter. Gets killed by the werewolf. What the legend says, bullets. Uh, um, Donald Sutherland, he doesn't get killed, but we can guess because in France, you'll either get locked up as a nutter or get the guillotine. But they're all in Bradley, aren't they? They're all going to Bradley and they get killed in a train crash. And then what's next on the menu? You know. It's what's it? Utepe. Oh, you know about it? Yes, there's some music. Utepe. And that's yes. Dr. Terrace, no, Torture Garden. Then we've got the House at Dick Blood. Yes. And the last one about pussies.
You got Catty.
That's it, the uncanny. And I did think about slipping in Tales from the Crypt because of the Arthur Grimsby figurine that you sent. I can't really hear that. Yeah. But then it's like, oh my god, we've got the skull and we've got what's the other one? Captain Clegg. I need to adjust myself here because yeah. Yeah, but honestly, it'll be a fantastical co-experience with Garrett. I got poppadoms today for next week. They were on offer at Tesco's at 25p off, so I've got two lots. We didn't have the first lot today, so we've got poppadoms. We'll have Garrett bread next week. Right, so explain to me your. Now, who's this? Happy Raptor? Or the film? That is it. You're a bit of frozen. That is it. My list is complete. I am not going to have another bastard moment. Never. Never. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Text. Bastard, 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 bastard. Picture. Jaws 1 and 2. Or something else. Airport. Terminal pack. And remember my video before when you were saying, I got my final list and that's it, and I'm going, applying the brakes. Bullshit! I would prove right. You see, you can never say that the James Bond type film with Sean Connery, which I've got, never say never again. Apparently it's not bad. Serena Thunderball, I think. I need to make a proper coordinated list. So what inspired you for this bastard moment?
Jaws and Gogglebox.
Jaws on Gogglebox?
Yeah, something about sharing Jaws and Gogglebox.
Yeah, well, I actually, of course I have. Mine, for some reason, backgrounds don't seem to work. You can see you can't see me. Right, I have here, you can't really see it, it's the 45th anniversary edition of Jaws, which I got off eBay. How did I buy that? I got off eBay. Then I got Jaws 2, 3, 4 in one pack. Oh, Jeff, I've got a spare copy of bloody Jaws. Because in the Jaws 2, 3, 4 box set, someone had slipped in the 30th anniversary edition of Jaws. So I've got 2 copies of bloody Jaws. I tried. I agree with you. Jaws 1 and 2 are brilliant.
Well, Jaws brilliant. 2 is half decent.
Well, the one thing about Jaws 2 which I find immensely irritating, and I will get back to it because I am without. God, you. I can feel the pressure in this. I opened up the box wrong, and I got one can out. Now you remember those war films when they're letting those depth charges off back of a battleship?
Yeah.
They also have coming out that fucking depth charge at the back of a ship. Now the first can that I opened went off like a fucking hand grenade, so I had to change my t-shirt. This one feels solid. So I'm prepared to get my gob round it. It feels
Oh,
like. Oh, I can't for that. You know something? You might not have to bother with sausages. I don't. I'm not knowing it because my mother's given me some sausages and some mince. Uh, I'll know better if we do. Might do something with sausages actually. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So I opened this can and listen, my t-shirt got soaked. I lost maybe a fifth of can, uh, and it reminded me of when I must have been on my own because Gareth wasn't there. And I think I called in at Tesco for some reason. I got 2 bottles of pop. One fell on the floor and one didn't. I put them on the car seat and I went my usual route home on the A18 and I pulled in kind of on a bad approach to Thorn and I picked one of the 2 bottles of Coke and I proceeded to open it. Unfortunately, in a game of um, pissed up Coca-Cola roulette, I picked up the wrong bottle. It was still live and very angry when I opened it, and it went off like a fucking hand grenade. Not only did my cereal get soaked, but my trousers were soaked, and my seat was soaked. It looked like I pissed myself. Oh, somebody do pick up that piss. Oh yeah, so you really will love the curry, man. That'll be absolute. And I've got plenty of gravy, so it'll be nice and thick. I may chuck some thigh meat in as well. Still got some left over, and it'll be like curry extravaganza. In fact, as you know, there's always plenty left over. If you're ever, say, at 2 o'clock, um, suddenly in your cavernous hole, uh, you're like, I'm feeling a bit peckish. And like last year, you had 2 helpers of curry. Yeah, when I think back, 'cause I think, Smile, you mentioned something about fish and chips the other day. Somebody did. That's nice. Someone mentioned about fish and chips the other day. It might be you, and I was. It was about the fish and chips that you had at the football near the football ground. And I was talking to Guthrie about it. I said it's funny how I mentioned it because I remember we were like Guthrie went first. She ordered a small fish and chips, which is what she ordered at Scalini's. It was just right. I went for the medium fish and chips, and it
And
was.
even then you went, fucking hell.
I'm not surprised. It was like a fucking baby whale. Well, at Scalini's we had last time. Went inside like because it were pissing down and it stopped raining. If we had it in trays like last week, it would have been like 10 quid, but inside with drinks was 16 quid. But I ate it all. And you're like, Mama Bear. Oh, Daddy Bear. I want a large fish and chips, please, with mushy peas. And I was just, I'm just amazing watching him eat. I've never seen anyone eat like it. It's like a cement mixer. The first lot of sand is going round. Uh, is that your, how big is your other TV? That's you just start a shot there.
What?
Is that your old TV I just saw then?
Which one?
Well, how many got in your room like?
What do you want?
That's the one I'm on about, you dick.
What, 2 inch?
Oh, mate. Have you noticed the difference between the sizes then? Is it no dick pics this time?
You see any last time, so.
Yeah, you thought you did. So, nothing to get
You're
excited.
paranoid. I want 42 inch.
Thing is, you get used to it, don't you? And eventually, it's like, oh God, I want bigger. Is that Oreo?
Yeah.
How
Getting
big?
big now.
Not bloody joking. Oreo. Oh, sit round then. Oreo. 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 Who's that? Oreo. Oreo. Oreo.
Just fucking eating moths. I was fucking hungry.
Yeah, we'll know what she takes after.
Like Thomas Martin's in a female Thomas.
Jesus. I'll tell you something, right? Thomas has got a taste for going outside now. Jesus, he cries and cries and cries. We have to watch him. But he is quite good. And
Yeah.
he does listen to instructions to some degree. But sometimes like, you have to treat it like you're herding sheep to get him back inside because we've still got one-eyed Ginger who's an occasional visitor. Comes here for a tea, breakfast, dinner.
Yeah.
And Thrasher and Thomas seem to be getting like a household fight. You've probably seen the videos of Thomas and Thrasher play fighting. It's absolutely amazing. Like Thrasher's finally found a friend to play with. You know, when I think back to that Bridlington, or not orgies, am I bloody? Oh man, what that shit. Oh yeah. Have we got a booked in yet, Pot Snip?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a bit more because she's a female, but it was like a chap. It'd be a lot cheaper because it's like snipping to a little ping pong ball. Oreo.
Hey, you fucker.
uh, are you the daddy with you then? She picked you.
Just picked anybody really. Hey! Big fighting.
Right, now cast your mind back. You was sat with your back to the football ground, if I remember rightly. Well, I've got plenty at the moment. And I just, you like, your next lot of fish in your fork, and then you stopped, you a little bit of tail, about that much left. You sat there, and you had enough. No, I'm just letting it settle. And then you walked it all down. We walked across the football ground. We got politely harassed
The
by.
lips for the bloody anvil.
Yeah, we got politely harassed by them trying to flog them half-time tickets. And I'm looking at you and you're like, he's not talking much. And goes, oh yeah, 'cause I was stuck full of fucking fish. It was that same day, I think, when yeah, you remember, don't you? You took a picture of me with my arse in the rock pool. Of course, she wanted to take him back because it was too unsafe for her. So I started taking her back. Yeah, because I had one bloody shoes on. I slipped. I mean, I'm lucky I didn't stick my fucking skull wide open. Think about it. It's only by blessing that I fell head first into bloody head backwards into water. And, then, and there's you like you could my bloody uh, paramedic type chap. You're like I could be like, but you were like, hang on, that's it. Took pictures. Then the fucking camera bollocks. But well, the nice, well, it's kind of bittersweet that period because we had a lovely pint at that pub at the other Farnborough landings.
I've had about two anyway.
Oh, I don't know about myself because I was driving. They were lovely, weren't it? You had your hair shaved, so you looked like you'd just been released from Broadmoor. Yeah, it was a cracking session that. A P&J outing. It was very good, but I still don't. I think back to Audrey's, what the staff would have thought, thinking when they brought your order up on that tray. So I'm looking at your plate because then we didn't have the option of going to the shop. If you're now imagine you're looking at Audrey's, so you got the toilet to your right, you look at the shop front. Now they have the shop to the left, which I think used to sell balls of wool for knitting. So you don't have to go upstairs anymore. and it's cash only. We don't do tap tap. I just feel what that waitress must have thought when she brought your plate up. So I'm looking down at your plate and I'm going, okay, there's this fish, where's his chips? Because you lift the one fish up and there the water underneath. It was like one layer of chips, second layer with two fish. And I'm thinking, bloody hell. And you ate it all. I mean,
That's bad.
yeah, but you couldn't eat nothing else for another 11 hours.
Should this curry ever was the middle of that, but it was that watery side.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a little bit. I mean, I like the curry at the Spice Garden in Bournemouth. And I was surprised at how many curry houses there is in Bournemouth. There's one on Manaway which you can sit in, I think. There's two. There's one on Leaning Road. That's the same area where Kipper's van had the accident with that Mini. So you imagine that scene from Pop Performer when the gorgeous Carol Hawkins reverses in the Kipper's van. It's that area. There's one just around the corner from that, as well as a highly rated fish and chip shop. One is takeaway and sit in. The other one is just takeaway. So I'm like, well, my God, there's more to Bournemouth than just bloody Spice Garden. We had no intention of going that way to Leaning Road. Because I only went that way en route to the Paul of Saint other pub, the Shooting Star, which is now the Oak. And I went down that Leaning Road to get to this. Well, basically, it's an estate pub, like yeah, it's an estate pub, but it was lovely, absolutely lovely. To it was like an estate pub, but the curry, I don't know what we ordered. And I still don't know what you were laughing at in that picture, because whatever it was, you were absolutely laughing in your striped shirt. But it was an alright curry, wasn't it? It wasn't like a woof curry. It was like a yeah, it's alright, but it didn't set the world on fire. Unlike the one at Brick Lane, which set my fucking stomach and arsehole on fire. Did it affect you at all?
Got a bit of a dodgy stomach, but that's it.
Was that at that pub?
No,
Bit of a dodgy stomach.
the next morning, yeah.
I don't remember it affect. I mean, I may have had hiccups. In Saffron's, but you suffered the worst in the actual restaurant itself. You were like dripping from your nose. You were drip, drip, drip. You're like, what the fuck? You were fucking dripping from the nose. You were cascading in sweat. I thought you were like you were suffering, whereas I was like, wait, it's hot. You just bit up, but it's not that bad. And you're like, Jesus. Of course, we get us back to the Elstree Inn.
Good night.
Did we? I know there was one night when we fucked up with the bus and we never made it to the Hollybush. I don't know if it was that night, but I do know that probably that night we did go to the Wellington for one. But I know we got back to the Elstree Inn, and all I remember was later the same sensation I had when I had that dynamite hot stag chili at your residence, and I was kipping on the sofa, and I had to thank the Lord that the toilet was just off the kitchen, and that feeling like my stomach was dissolving, the pain. Oh, the pain. So there I am. You're like you're way with Willie Fair as you. It's our digs, and I'm like, oh, oh. Like 5 times.
Yeah, no, where we were to the bloody bathroom line. What's he doing?
Yeah, is that last? You know yourself that our last kind of night there, we tried to be Hollybush as much as we could on a Saturday, and we also tried to get some midnight snacks from Oakley Prince Pizza, or that place which is now Turkish kebabs, but then was like a rip-off of KFC basically. You get your chicken burger, fries, something else, and a bottle of pop usually, and get back, put TV on, bit of white noise, and then it was like, well, that's it. It's our last night here. Get a good night's kick because we're into now carry on tour. But my night was fucking ruined by me having stomach pains from hell, and when I went for a shit, it was like being in Sheffield Steel Mill. Just like that other day when I went to airport, well, an early start, and the night before, we had our usual pizza, which we're having tomorrow for a change. And like an idiot, Tesco's was selling off that Carolina Reaper sauce for a pound. We must be getting rid of it. And I splashed it all on my fucking pizza. Set us off Apple Pine. I get just past the Texaco garage near the butcher's. Stomach starts playing up. Pain. And I got somewhere near the prison and had a panic moment when the pain got intense. And every mile it seemed like I was in quicksand. I get to the airport, I run into the nearest building I could find, and bloody hell, bombs away. Something else happened there. Yeah, poor knock-off, I think we're both fatigued. Ages ago, before I could drive, my parents used to shop in Gould, where Home Bargains is, where Tesco's used to be, near the baths. And I wanted to get something, and I didn't see him, so I got the bus back. But I was fine. I got not spout bus that I could feel my stomach like, oh Jesus, all the way from Gould to Fawn. My arsehole was like because I was in pain. And when I gets back, they weren't back. So I had to rush next door neighbours. I said, well, I'm sorry, I'm desperately to the toilet. Desperate. Shot up the stairs, it come out like fucking minestrone soup. Right, so you're on. Oh, I'm gonna knock off shortly. Um, so that's it. So roughly, as kind of a one-off, apart from the spectacular, it'll be like same rough time as what should have been on June the 19th, with with major exceptions, as you know. One is no detours at supermarkets because I'll get that day before and it'll work out at 4:50. The only pit stop will be a short pit stop at the butcher's. Boom, oven on, boom, timeout phone, fire up the TV, film number one, film number two load up in the other DVD player already. So uh, when the first film is kind of getting towards the end, you fire up the second DVD. So when we switch over, we should be at the menu, play, boom. You know what I mean? And because the grub will be earlier than what it would have been, you'd be ravenous for the saucepan from hell full of chicken breast diced uh, with a small amount of potatoes in, garlic bread, poppadoms, and mango chutney. Right, you look absolutely fat. Right, and see you at next Saturday at a rare exception, you know, and you'll be sitting down there, tucking into your first burger, I guarantee, at 12:30. I really would do your mum, Brad, and I'll see you dinner time Saturday, or before dinner time. Well, you'll be sat there.
With I still bring the warlock. That's something he was interested in, but I'm not sure.
But yes, yeah, he was on condition that the one or two times that you do without, you can bring Warlock with Julian Sands.
Yeah.
The next, obviously the next time it will be for your night after anyway. Um, I have the flip side, which is Legend, which is a Tom Cruise film, similar kind of thing, which I got from a charity shop. I've yet to get my shelves, which is frustrating. Oh, right, now, uh, did I say that I got rid of Master and Commander?
Yes.
Well, I'm wrong.
Hmm?
I've
Tell
still
me
got,
more.
yeah, the 2 disc edition, which, believe me, right, I searched every time I went to either in Scunthorpe, Scope, Sense, Cancer, etc., or the one on the Skippendale, or Google or anything. I kept on finding the single disc edition. Oh my god, the frustration was unbelievable. She was saying, "Oh, I got the 2 disc edition." And I'm like, the bitch, I saw it and I thought, oh my god. And then the King Kong, I've got the 3 disc deluxe edition for like £1.50. I ain't watched it yet, but you know, I've got that and another one I got from Charity Shop, Beverly Hills Cops 1, 2 and 3. Good eye.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't watched it yet.
So what happens to Astro Commander? Did you get rid of it or something else?
Well, obviously, I didn't because it is here.
Oh, lovely.
I showed it about 2 seconds ago.
I thought it was chasing down the group back again to the treasure shop.
I some went back because
Transport 1, 2 and 3, Jason Statham film.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Jason Statham, I do, and them films are gripped with humour, especially Crank when he's got that artificial heart. He has to keep energy to keep his heart going, and he's shagging that woman at race course. Um, yeah, Transport 1, 2 and 3. The kind of films where you do have to I think they were tongue in cheek because his car, I personally think they were like a homage to James Bond because there's one scene where he crashes off this bridge into the river and he comes out and his car's almost perfectly intact, not even a scratch, and it starts and he drives away. Another scene where he's got a time bomb on his car and he's in this like Docklands wasteland area and he shoots off after being released by the so-called criminals and he hits this ramp perfectly and as he's doing like almost like a loop-de-loop like in that got in the Man with the Golden Gun, he happens just to hit this crane hook at the perfect angle at the right time to dislodge the bomb, do a 360 and land on his wheels on the dockside like a turning over underneath, just skims past the hook on hanging off the crane gibbet which dislodges the bomb and he just lands back on the front again onto Docklands and not even knacking not even fuck up his suspension. Wow, what car does he drive? It's amazing. I just thought, I like him, I do like him, and I do like his film, but you'll always find him anyway for like 50p. Like other day, Bernardo's I think in Gould. I've got Meaning of Life, Life of Brian, and The Holy Grail by Monty Python for 75p. Right. To dinner time-ish next Saturday. I shall cost message in between. That's it. I'll let you get off because you look absolutely fucked and drained. I don't mean.
You have to be up early tomorrow in order for me to be tired to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Early start.
Yeah. That's. I mean, like now. I mean, I, I don't want to be asking that, but I thought I just feel like the 19th were great, but the little knock-ons like fucked it all up. Partly my fault with the Asda detour and the sample. Like I said, sampling the whiskey. That's why I want to redress it.
Yeah, I don't think that to be. It's too under that taste of it.
Well, I'm not getting more bourbon anyway until my wages get back to normal. I mean, I got the litre of White and McKay for 16 quid, which you're lucky to get. I mean, I do like my Jack Daniels. I do. But not when it's 32 quid a litre, £32 for a litre bottle. You can, I mean, the Jim Beam's on off at 19.50, but this was like £3.50 cheaper. Anyway, till Saturday, Mum, Brad. Get your head down.
Alright.
Hey, how's that? And no dick pics. I mean,
No.
flashing, dirty bounder.
See you later.
Mentioned.